Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to Baseball Hut. I hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So, we're in the middle of the All-Star game, All-Star break, and we're dealing with the festivities, and but we're going to start talking as we go along over the next 4 days to talk about what the Mets need to do to improve this club. Obviously, the biggest problem with this club has been the bullpen. They had a very, very good month of April, but really since then, it's been a disaster. May was a disaster. July has been a disaster. June was okay. June was okay. But the Mets are trying to find as much talent as they can right now on the cheap end in terms of trading players, because we're like 17 days away as I record this video from where the Mets are need to bring in some outside talent. So they could bring in young talent from their minor league system, which they've done. They've done that. Jose Buta is out in the bullpen. Daniel Nunez is out in the bullpen. And these guys have been contributing in a big way, particularly Nunez. He's been starting to become the setup man. But there is a pitcher in the Mets system who has gone absolutely nuts in the Mets farm system. And that is Brandon Sprout. Brandon Sprout last year pitched for Florida, the same college as Pete Alonso. And he's been there. He was a 4-year player there. The Mets drafted him 2 years ago, and then they redrafted him again last year. Now, they didn't come to an agreement the first time around because they couldn't come up with a deal. So Brandon went back to college and pitched a 4th year. And his 4th year wasn't as good as his junior year. But, he was able to improve his status as a prospect. He was drafted in the 3rd round 2 years ago, and then last year he was a number 2 pick. And he's been pitching like crazy. He's been on fire in Brooklyn and then in Binghamton. And here's from SI.com. They started asking questions. Mets could receive bullpen help from electric top prospect. Top Mets prospect could make a major difference in New York's bullpen this season. See what this has to say. Brandon Sprout has burst onto the professional baseball scene and has quickly become one of the New York Mets' best prospects. Sprout is a former Florida Gator standout who the Mets selected in the 2nd round, 56th overall of the 23 draft. The Mets actually selected him the year before as well as in the 3rd round of the 2022 draft. But the righty chose to go back to Florida for another season. Despite being less than a year into his minor league career, Sprout is already pitching for the Mets Double-A affiliate, the Binghamton Roma Ponies. And after amassing a sterling 6-1 record with a 1.71 ERA and 14 minor league starts this year, the young impressive hurler earned himself a spot in the Futures game on Saturday. In one inning in the Futures game, which took place on Saturday, Sprout looked sharp in a clean, hitless inning on 12 pitches. He issued no walks and hit 99.2 miles per hour, according to the Newsday's Dave Lennon. But the bigger news came out of when Sprout spoke with the media before the game. He was asked whether he'd be comfortable coming out of the bullpen to help the Mets this season, and was all for it. Okay, let's see what he had to say. I did not see this until I read this. Yeah, of course, he said, SNY. Whatever chance I can get to the big leagues as quickly as possible, whether that's starting or leaving, I'm definitely not going to complain about it. I mean, and I would mention this kid has pitched a lot of big games. He pitched in the College World Series. While it might sound far-fetched that a player with less than 1 year of professional baseball experience could make a difference during the New York's playoff push, he is used to the spotlight. He started for Florida in the 2023 NCAA College World Series final. And although the game didn't go his way, he threw a 101 mile per hour fastball at one point. He dosed really hard. The velocity will certainly play for the Mets. While his fastball typically sits between 96 to 98, he'll likely be able to ramp it up during a relief opportunity. Sprout is currently number 6 overall prospect in the Mets organization and the 2nd-ranked pitcher after Christian Scott. Regardless of whether it comes this season, Mets fans will see Sprout's electric fastball at Citi Field soon enough. Now, I saw a little bit of him during this spring breakout game in March, where the best prospects of the Mets went up against the Nationals' best prospects. and he looks very impressive. He throws very hard. You know, he throws very, very hard. And that's really the thing the thing that stands out is how hard he throws. And we'll see how he develops. I'm dubious as to whether the Mets will bring him up so quickly, because I don't know if they're going to want to rush him, considering the fact that he's in his not even his first full year of minor league baseball yet. So we'll see how this develops. Now again, if you're not on X, not on Facebook, hit the subscribe button. This channel is going to be very active from now and till the Mets come back, and even when the Mets come back on Friday, there's going to be plenty of videos for you, and we're going to have big live streams coming up. The biggest live stream being the last 3 days of the trade deadline, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'm going to be on live for the most part, giving you all the information you need and would want about your favorite team, America's team, the New York Mets. So thank you for watching this video, and of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. I'll see you later.